Aloha and welcome to 2026. Last week ended the Can You Name the Airport series for 2025 with a big reveal of the 15 airports in the series. If you didn't get a chance to see that, I'll add links to the playlist and the reveal video in the description. This week, I wanted to do a video on my favorite hotels I stayed in 2025. If you have any questions about any of these locations, please ask in the comments and I'll be glad to answer your questions. Okay, here we go. Waikoloa Beach Marriott Resort and Spa, Waikoloa Beach on the Big Island of Hawaii. Staying here was a bit of a stretch for our budget, but my wife and I cashed in all of our Marriott points and took advantage of a Kama'aina special to make it happen. And boy, am I glad we did. This resort is absolutely gorgeous in every way. Something unique about this resort is its preservation efforts. Adjacent to the beach, you'll find a walking path which takes you by ancient Hawaiian fish ponds, structures, and if you're lucky, you'll spot some petroglyphs. Of the properties on this list, this is the one I'm hoping to revisit again. And speaking of revisiting, that brings us to the Grand Hotel Olympic in Rome, Italy. My extended family stayed here in the summer of 2024, and we returned in the summer of 2025. The hotel is about an hour away from Leonardo da Vinci International Airport. The rooms we rented were spacious, and each one accommodated 4 adults. From there, you can easily walk to Vatican City. If you're in reasonable shape, you can walk to Piazza Navona, the Pantheon, Spanish Steps, Trevi Fountain, and the Victor Emmanuel Monument. The Colosseum and Palatine Hill are a bit farther, so we chose to take a taxi to those locations. There are numerous eateries and small shops within a 2 or 3 block radius of the hotel for meals, drinks, and snacks. I highly recommend this location for a budget-friendly stay in Rome. Norwegian Cruise Line's Sky cruise ship. Okay, not really a hotel, but a rented room nonetheless. My nephew and I shared a 2-bed interior room, and while it wasn't spacious, it was surprisingly comfortable. And you can believe me when I say this, because I got sick during our cruise and spent 4 days in this cabin. The only downside I would say is the shower, which is surprisingly small. We were located in the aft part of the ship, which was nice because the main buffet and a couple of smaller restaurants were just a few floors above us, along with the main deck. It made accessing the ship's amenities quite easy. Lisbon Serviced Apartments, Lisbon, Portugal. These apartments turned out to be a gem and a perfect last stop for our family cruise. The apartments were very spacious and meticulously clean. The kitchen was amazingly furnished and the bathroom was very modern. Most of all, the AC worked very well, which was very refreshing as Europe was going through a heat wave while we were there. We didn't have any specific locations in mind when we arrived, so we used the apartment as a home base to walk around and explore the city over the next 2 days. In addition to sightseeing, there were plenty of restaurants and small cafes all around to get food and drink. Staying here was a highlight of our European vacation last year. Westin Savannah Harbor Golf Resort and Spa in Savannah, Georgia. I love this hotel for its location. It's off by itself on Hutchinson Island, which is accessed via the Talmadge Memorial Bridge. The hotel and grounds are beautiful and spacious and away from the hustle and bustle of River Street. However, the best part is you can take a ferry over to River Street and enjoy their restaurants and bars there. So you get the best of both worlds, secluded peace and quiet, and easy access to more activities on River Street for when you're in the mood. Marriott Grand Chateau, Las Vegas, Nevada. There are many reasons why I like this hotel. Similar to the Savannah Harbor Golf Resort, this hotel is just a little bit away from the action. The Grand Chateau is one street over from the main strip in Las Vegas, which makes it much more quiet than other hotels on the strip. However, all you have to do is walk through the Planet Hollywood Shopping Center and you're in the thick of things. There's no gambling or smoking inside the hotel. Also, there is a security stand in front of the elevator lobby, and they check for room keys before allowing anyone to access the elevators. These factors make the hotel very family friendly. Finally, while the grab-and-go food and drink selections are a bit pricey, I found the hotel's restaurant food to be reasonably priced and tasty, and the drinks were more reasonably priced than anywhere on the strip. Courtyard Sacramento Airport, Sacramento, California. An airport hotel sticks out like a sore thumb amongst this list, so why did it make the cut? First off, for some reason, I really like the dark wood decor. Also, this sounds strange, but there weren't many outlets, which encouraged me, or perhaps forced me, to unplug literally for my overnight stay. And speaking of overnight, you can see briefly in this video that across from the parking lot was farmland, so it was a very peaceful night. Also, being a city dweller, I love how dark and serene it was. The next day I moved to another hotel off the interstate, and while it made travel more convenient, it was a bit of a letdown. So that's it. Those were my favorite hotels and resorts I stayed in 2025. Have you stayed at any of these locations? If not, where were some of the best places you stayed in last year? Please let us know in the comments. Also, if you have any questions about any of these locations, or NCL cruising for that matter, please let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer your questions. If you stayed to the end of the video, mahalo, I appreciate it. Please make sure to drop a like and stay tuned for more content in 2026. Mahalo.